people can start losing weight just by making better decisions.
Motivation is driven from the inside out.
Use flexibility as a tool. Rely on structure when it's helpful.
This is where we discuss the possibilities.
Hey guys, Joe Klemczewski with the Diet Doc Life Mastery Podcast. Today we're back in the coaching clinic. Special guest with us here, Tyler Mayer, longtime friend and the proprietor of Tyler's Nutrition Training, TNT. You've probably seen him around. He also is the founder of flexibledieting.com, which I want to get into because obviously we have some connections there. But Tyler, first of all, thanks for being on the podcast, man.
Well, thank you. Thanks for offering. Let me on.
So we've probably known each other almost 10 years now. It's got to be getting close to that. And yeah, this goes all the way back to when I was coaching clients full time, helping them for content and all that good stuff. And that's how we met. I think you contacted me. We worked together. You're now a pro bodybuilder. You've done a lot of powerlifting. So tell us what you're doing right now with your own career in terms of physique competition, strength, powerlifting, all that good stuff.
Oh man. So the last few years, well, when I competed with you in 2009 to 2013, you helped me win my pro card all the way to doing some pro shows. Then after that, in about 2015 or so, I actually let my physique completely go. I'll just be honest. I just let go. Business took over. And now I'm actually the last about 6 months or so, I've been getting back at it. And now I'm actually going to hit the platform again this summer in August and do another powerlifting meet just to kind of keep me on track. And then maybe, and I say this loosely, maybe compete again next year. But that's up in the air. I don't know yet. It'd be maybe.
So
but,
you say you kind of let yourself go. I mean, there's no way somebody like you just stops doing everything, right? I mean, you were still in the gym doing some work, right?
I was in the gym doing business stuff, but I wasn't in the gym actually working out.
Wow. So you really just kind of took a break, huh?
Yeah, it happened. Well, when I opened a facility a few years ago, everything, like I was working out up to then pretty consistently. And then I was so busy with business stuff with working during the day. And then at night I had to put the gym together, and I was mostly by myself. So I would spend, all my evening putting stuff together. And by the time I get done, I'd be so tired. And that went on for about 6 to 8 weeks of no working out. I was just doing that. And then by the time I got done with that phase, I just got in this hole of like, you know what, I'm busy. So I'm just going to keep putting this as a priority right now. And I put all my energy into that. And by the time I was done by the end of the day, it was my excuse that I just kind of, just went home instead of the gym.
Well, I know it is tough when you've got clients to take care of. I mean, we all put them first, right? I mean, if you've got people that need responded to and programming and all that good stuff, you have to get that done first.
Yep, exactly. And that's exactly what I did, was always putting others first for so long. And it sounds selfish, but I had to learn to reteach myself to start putting myself first with that stuff, because I just realized that I need to be able to put myself first with this stuff. Otherwise, I can't give everything I need that clients need to be able to give the energy to them that they need.
Absolutely. Now, do you find that the break might have had some benefits? Do you feel like, hey, I recovered from some injuries, I just feel better, or?
Actually, yeah, I was starting to really get into my shoulder was taking a pretty good hit at one time where my AC joint was hurting pretty bad. And I had some hip problems where I was just getting extreme tightness everywhere and waking up really fatigued from the powerlifting stuff. And actually, yeah, now that you say that, now that I recovered pretty well with my body, I was probably a little more flexible. But now that I'm powerlifting again, I'm not as tight, so I don't hurt as much yet. I hope it doesn't happen, but I did recover actually from some injuries, my shoulder, some of my hip stuff, but I've been feeling good so far.
Yeah, and the time off gave you a chance to grow that sweet beard, so that's a benefit.
Yeah, it's actually, I can almost like braid it now. It's been there.
All right. So one of the reasons I love talking to you, Tyler, is I consider you as one of the front runners of online coaching. I mean, when I started this almost by accident 20 years ago, it took a while for some other people to kind of fill in the gaps, but then you were very, very quick to jump in and do a lot of work in really defining what online coaching is. And so tell me over the last several years how you feel that's changed the whole industry and what you're able to provide for clients now.
Well, I would say in the beginning, we were kind of in a niche that was just, and you didn't realize until social media came out, but you knew we're all unique. It was just flexible dieting was just more unique than we perceived it, or I knew it was unique, but you did it because that's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really know it was coined, and like you just did it because that's just what you thought was the best approach. And I knew it was something that was special, and I knew that it was something that was not out there yet. So I really kind of took advantage of that time frame where it was kind of new, and I really want to push it out there because I was like so excited what you taught me with everything and how I felt and how it changed my physique and also just my thinking of food and my relationship with food and everything. And so initially it was a little bit, I don't want to say this, I want to say this loosely, but it was a little easier to get clients because it was something that was kind of like interest people.
Mm-hmm.
But I found that, people would really respect the quality of what you give, but now it just seems like it's kind of transitioned to where people are just going for just the price.
Right.
Mostly they look at like how cheap it is, and everyone's like getting cheaper. So the quality is going less.
Yeah.
So not that price matters with quality, but it's kind of correlated where they think, oh, I'll just get this meal plan and it's $20, and they don't really value the coaching as much. I've noticed that over the years that they don't value the coaching as much because there's all these online stuff now kind of takes over. So the human effect is kind of getting out of the world a little bit. It's kind of just social media is really taking over, and everyone's kind of becoming a coach. They do a show, and all of a sudden they're a coach. They don't really dig in more. They just think that just because I did it, I can do the same thing to everyone else, kind of thing. That's the one trend I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
You really had to tread the water, but you still have to make yourself unique in itself. And I've come to learn that people are working with you because they like you and they gel well with you. So that's something that I had to learn even more, where it's the program itself, but also it's the human factor that you really have to separate yourself from each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. It's interesting that you brought it up, how flexible dieting or macro-based dieting to me 20 years ago was just normal. That was just the language I spoke. But you, in a very entrepreneurial way, found, man, this is something that's so unique. People are going to respond to this as almost a branding thing. And so, you jumped on that. You've done a great job of teaching people what that is, and even through some curriculum. So you've got the website, flexibledieting.com. And tell me a little bit about the platform there. What are you trying to teach clients through that?
Well, when I started TNT, I always just done just the one-on-one coaching and the workout stuff. And the one complaint that we always got from people is that we're too expensive. And so I always thought, well, I don't want to devalue what we give, and plus my time is valuable, where I can't just give out, I didn't feel right giving just meal plan or like plans and like the macro map type stuff, where we do that now a little bit, but we try and integrate a course with it. But I want to be able to, touch more lives. And so when Leanne Thompson came into my life with helping me with coach, she's one of my coaches and my partner with flexible dieting, that we really wanted to just captivate a bigger audience for those who can't afford our services, but then also touch those who are just kind of dabbling and just want to learn more. And so we just didn't want to give out macros, which I think, as you know, Joe, calculators are and we both have calculators, and it's just it's not accurate, and because it takes the human effect out of it. I mean, it's baseline, but we wanted to give like a course to be able to give as much information within the course within what we believe and what we thought was, acceptable and also practical and scientific, and for people to learn on their own in a self-paced type thing. And so that's why we created and did flexible dieting, because we want to touch more people outside of our one-on-one coaching as well.
Right. Yeah, and that's certainly a trend that just continues to escalate. I think, as you said, so many people now are doing this that the competition level in terms of, how you can become seen and how your business becomes a true mega type brand is just more challenging. So by having that base of information out there, people can watch you, get to know you, and funnel their way through. It still ends up that the people who break through the most, the coaches like yourself, are still the ones who have the experience, have the knowledge, and can truly help their clients. So, regardless of, like you said, how many people are out there, you're still going to end up hitting your mark if you're good. That's just the bottom line.
Yep, I agree. And I really found too that just off my experience, I'm sure you probably feel the same way with what you see in your licensees and other coaches you've seen, that if you truly care about the person, obviously education plays a role, but if they can really feel and know that you care and that you're there to help them truly, then you're going to do well, in my opinion. Because if you're just there and you're kind of a butthead, and
100%.
they're going to figure it out quickly that eventually you're going to fade out to where they're not going to be as relevant or successful.
Yeah, you definitely see that. So you're exactly right. That's what we teach our Diet Doc program owners and coaches. There is a lot more noise out there, but just stay in your lane, do what you do best, specialize, and like you said, just treat people well.
Yeah, if you treat people well, everything will fall in line. Even if it's a struggle right now, eventually people will see it.
So just so people know how much you're doing and how many irons you have in the fire, you were with us, the Diet Doc program owner of Phoenix. So you still do general population work with clients. Anybody out there in the Phoenix area who wants nutrition support, you do that. You're still very much involved with high level coaching. So people in physique, powerlifting, sport, that kind of thing. Now with flexible dieting, you're trying to just create a lot of great content and curriculum. What's next for you? What's going to be the pinnacle of your career if I could get you to look out 5 or 10 years?
Oh man. Right now we're trying to revamp some of the programs within flexible dieting and also expand it a little bit further. Really trying to capitalize on hitting more women as well, because right now men gravitate towards me and trying to get Leanne to get out there. Even she does a great job with it, but I think with some of the tools that we can provide with more one-on-one coaching, but then also the mindset a little bit, that plays a big role where we can try and get more people in line with like intuitive eating a little bit more, where just get rid of the whole dieting process in a way where people can keep it off forever. But I would say from 5 to 10 years from now, let the cat out of the bag a little bit, but the certification course, trying to create that and get that thing going to where we can start teaching coaches. And I say you and I, start teaching coaches to, do, this thing well, because there's a lot of coaches out there right now that just aren't as educated, and also practically they're not as good, and also business wise, they can get some more insight on business. And so that's kind of the lens I'm looking through right now, is being able to coach and teach coaches to be coaches. That would be a lot of fun. Thinking about it is, a lot of fun to be able to do that. So I admire what you do. You already do it now.
Well, certainly that is kind of the normal business cycle of an industry. And when you see this many people rising up into the ranks of becoming coaches, you're right. Not only do they need support in becoming more proficient at what they do, they need business support, they need mentors. So strength in numbers, man. We just have to make sure that we've got the best people around us, and we can move forward as a team, because the goal for everybody, we all got into doing this because we want to see people's lives improve. We want to see people be healthier and happier.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like right now with the online world, it's just kind of like, it's really scattered, in my opinion, where it's just like there's so many flailing coaches out there that don't have any really good structure, and they don't I guess I had to learn a lot from experience, a lot from you as well. But a lot of it was just, experience of just, oh, I did this wrong. Oh no, I got to do it this way now, or do it differently. Where mentors, I think, are the most powerful thing of learning from people who have a lot of experience, because then you can not make those mistakes yourself and you can get there faster.
Yeah, and Corey and I have talked about this before. Even among higher level coaches, people who've been doing this for a long time, we love sticking together. We love helping each other and talking and just making sure that we're all elevating the entire industry. So I know that Leanne Thompson is just a phenomenally genuine person and coach, as are you. So staying close to you guys and seeing you guys grow is just a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. I like you guys, what you guys are doing too. You guys are crushing it out there with everything. Macro Doc, Diet Doc, expanding the licensee program stuff. I like that. That's pretty cool to see.
All right, man. Well, people can find you most easily probably at flexibledieting.com. Is that right, Tyler?
Yep, flexibledieting.com, and also TNT Fitness.com as well.
All right. So there you go. Tyler Mayer, the Diet Doc program owner of Phoenix, Arizona, owner of TNT, Tyler's Nutrition and Fitness, Nutrition and Training, Tyler's Nutrition Training, fitness.com, right?
Yep, Tyler's Nutrition Training and Fitness is the company, and then TNT Fitness.com.
Gotcha. And then along with Leanne, the owner of flexibledieting.com. So tremendous stuff, Tyler, man. I really appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me be on.
All right. And that's another episode in the coaching clinic for the Diet Doc Life Mastery Podcast. Thank you guys for joining. We'll see you next time.